It's not organized, and it's probably never going to be organized. What's up, guys? Today I got my Milwaukee pack out stuff set up, and I'm going to give you guys a quick little tour of it and kind of show you guys why I use it and why I like it and all the stuff I have and kind of my plans with it. And then I'm going to give you guys, once I clean it up, a tour of my toolbox and kind of show you guys like what tools you should buy first going into racing and what tools you guys should bring with you when you're going to a racing event. I like to bring this stuff with me because I don't have a truck and trailer, and it helps me stay organized, and especially when you're driving like to other states, it helps. Let's get into it. All right, so first I have my cooler, and these do come with these like clear dividers, but there's nothing really special about this. This is just a cooler, so we're gonna get this out of the way. The next thing I have is my toolbox, which is one of the more bigger units that they offer. The other thing that Milwaukee Packhouse stuff has that's really cool is they have these little holes where you can lock all your toolboxes, which is really nice. The only thing I wish they had was that if you locked it here, it would somehow lock the tab so you couldn't like unlock it from another pack out box, or you couldn't like unlock it from, you know, whatever it's attached to. You couldn't like separate them, so that way you could like put it on the roof of your car and, you know, mount it up there and no one can take it. But anyways, this one comes with this like little upper divider, kind of like how the cooler's set up. And in here I have, instead of having jumper cables, what I like to carry with me is a set of one of these like little battery jump packs. It's not super powerful, but I'm only jump starting a 4-cylinder with it, and maybe someday when I have more powerful cars, maybe I'll need something more, but I don't want to rely on, you know, having another car to jump start my car. So that's what I bring. And then I just have, here's a charger for that, and then I just carry like tape. Here's the impact socket for my wheels, and then just like tire plugs. Just got some of those. I need some rubber cement for those, but that's neither here nor there right now. And then I got just pens and lighter for whatever need be. And then in the bottom of this, like I said, this is my toolbox. I carry my impact, and then my screwdrivers and just hammers and basic hand tools is all I really carry in here. I got all my wrenches, I carry line wrenches, I carry my channel locks, I carry pliers, you name it, it all goes in there. This, I carry all the backup fluids for the car. So I have extra oil, I got paper towels, brake fluid, I got power steering fluid, I have WD-40, and then I have hand sanitizer, because when you're racing and you go to use the porta-john or whatever bathrooms they have, they don't always have a way to wash your hands. And you guys can carry like whatever you want in these. I'm just showing you guys like what I carry in my setup. And then in this one is like my small parts organizer. Let me open it up so I can get in here. And I just got like electrical fuses and like different types of electrical connectors. And then these are my backup spark plugs. I usually have like another set of 4 spark plugs, but I use those for replacing the spark plugs. And then I have oil drain plugs, or sorry, not oil drain plugs, but the washers. And then I just got an extra set of extended wheel studs and lug nuts in case a wheel falls off or anything happens. And then I just got an assortment of vacuum caps. And what you carry in this one, or what you carry with you, is going to depend on your vehicle, because not every vehicle needs the same stuff. For example, not every vehicle you need to carry vacuum caps with you. It's probably not a bad idea because you can kind of use that on any car in certain situations, but what you carry is going to depend on the car, because every car is different. Some cars you might need a carburetor rebuild kit. A lot of newer cars you won't need that. Well, pretty much all new cars you don't need that. And then this one I just have like more spare parts. I got hose clamps, I got a brake line cutter, I got a paint marker, which I will go over in a soon to be video on how to use these on your tires in autocross. And then just like hanger wire and various tools to help me bleed my brakes if need be. And then I got brake hardware and backup brake pads and zip ties. So that's it for that container. And then in this one, all I have is stuff for my day job. But this stuff, this container, when it comes to the summer, I'm probably going to use this container for all like spare parts for my car. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think I should carry with me, because I'm kind of trying to figure that out and I'm not really sure what I need to carry with me. So just kind of let me know what you guys think I should carry with me. But in a nutshell, that's what I carry as of right now, and this setup works really well for me. It's not too bulky and it's not too minimal, but it's like, you know, pretty much everything I need for one car. Oddly enough, guys, you never would have guessed it, but as I was cleaning off my toolbox, guess what I found? Rubber cement. I was even thinking, thought I bought some not too long ago. Well, here it is. So, turns out I do have some. So you guys probably all already know how this stuff works, but if you don't know, this stuff is really simple. It all like interlocks together in this like grid system. So you literally just stack it on top of each other and it all locks into place. And then the other cool thing that I like about this stuff is it all has a rubber gasket on it, so all your stuff stays dry. And I almost forgot one thing. This is a multimeter, which is also something that is really good to carry with you and have when you're working on cars. This is a fairly expensive one that I use for work, but you honestly, when you're working on cars, I've only ever used a $10 one that I got from Northern Tool. So you don't really need anything fancy, but I just thought I'd add this is something else that I carry that is really good to carry that I would recommend. Alright, now I'm going to give you guys a quick little toolbox tour. I'm going to go through all the tools I own, and then at the end I'm going to tell you guys, like, if you guys are newer to racing, what order you should like kind of collect tools in. Call me Tim the Toolman Taylor. Alright, so starting at the top of the toolbox, we got the 1/2-inch breaker bar. And this one's really nice because it's super long, and so any like super tight bolts are not a problem. And then we got just screwdrivers that are really nice. They got like rubber handles on them from Napa. And then one thing that's really important is having like extra long screwdrivers for very hard to reach places. These come in very good handy. And then these ones also have like magnetic tips on them, so as you can see there. So anyways, first drawer of the top box. Also real quick, this is just a Craftsman 3-tier setup that I've had for a while now. It's nothing super fancy and it's not my favorite. Eventually I would like to upgrade to a Milwaukee setup, but this is what I'm working with for now. So this top drawer is kind of just miscellaneous. It's not organized and it's probably never going to be organized, but all I have are little tools like my needle nose, scissors, Allen keys. I got like random picks that probably shouldn't be in this drawer. I got markers, if I can get it out. And then I have like feeler gauges for spark plugs and any clearance stuff. What else do I have? I got tread depth gauge. This is probably something I should carry with me in my racing kit, but I have not gotten around to that. And then for knives that you carry in your toolbox, I like these because you don't ever need to sharpen them. You just break off whatever you don't whenever it goes dull. Or I like these box cutters or anything like this where you can just replace the blade. I don't like having to sharpen knives. The best one you can get is the Milwaukee fastback knives. These ones are arguably the best, and these are what I carry with me. I have like 5 of these. They're nice to have. I carry one with me at all times. They're very helpful. Next drawer is more screwdrivers. I got an old set of Craftsman ones, and then which was like one of my first tool sets I ever got, and then like really cheap tool shop ones and just various other ones, and then another set of like Allen keys. We got metric and American in here. Next drawer down is just combination wrenches. These are a Craftsman set that I've had for a while. Actually, no, I take that back. I've only had these for like 2 years now. And then I have a bigger set of like picks and stuff. And then I have a brass drift for... I got this because I needed to get... Well, actually, you guys just saw it when I took the fuel lock ring off for my fuel pump on my Mustang. And then in this drawer, I have more combination wrenches, but I also picked up myself a set of like ratcheting gear wrench combination wrenches. And then I also have like adjustable wrenches, and you got your what are these called, like vice grips or whatever. And then I got like the needle nose set for doing brakes and stuff. And then there's also sometimes you're gonna have to make yourself a tool. Was it that one? Yeah. This might look broken or something, but it's actually a custom tool. This is for the thermostat housing bolt on my Fox body. This is because one of the bolts is in a position to where you can't get a ratchet on it and you can't get a full-length half-inch wrench on it. And so I had to make this by cutting it in half. So if you guys want to see like more footage on all my gear wrench tools, or you know, a review on them, I can do that. But this is one of the brands I highly recommend, Gear Wrench. These are like the stubby ones, and then I have like the full-length ones over there in my pack out stuff. And then this drawer is like all sockets and stuff, but I also have like different I have Torx bits here. I have a Torx setup, and I have my impact, my Matco impact that is oddly greasy for some reason. One of the things that, I don't know why it's like that. One of the things that's important when you're using air tools like this is you have to lightly grease them almost every time you use them. I don't know why that thing's like coated in grease though. And then torque wrench and more specialty tools like spark plug sockets. And then I got like half-inch drive sockets all the way on down to quarter drive. It might look like I don't have a lot in here, and then I got like a really longer extensions and stuff. Here's my half-inch ratchet. It might not look like I have a lot of stuff in here, but that's because most of it is in my toolbox over there. And then in this drawer is all like specialty tools and bigger tools. So I got hammer, and put this stuff up here. I got my hammer, and I got my channel locks, and then I have like my extra long needle nose pliers. These come in super good handy. I highly recommend getting yourself a set of these, even if they're cheaper, and I highly recommend the double jointed ones. And then like I said, specialty tools. So we got rivet gun, we got pry bars, which isn't really that special, tubing bender. This is a tool for drum brakes. And then we got more, we just got more like adjustable pliers. More drum brake tools. Hub puller, or actually that's a tie rod tool, my bad. And then more drum brake tools. That's for like the retainer clips. And then we got very large adjustable wrench. And then we got, this is a wheel stud installer or wheel stud bearing. And then oxygen sensor socket. And then seal puller. And then this is for like, this is like a steering wheel or a pulley puller. More pry bars, and then I got, this is just a serpentine belt, like for the adjustment, the tensioner. This is a tool for that. This drawer doesn't really relate to you guys. This is just like random tools that I never use for like carpentry that I don't use because I'm not a carpenter. And then this is like another like just drawer of junk. I got a clutch alignment tool, and then hardware. I got like my screws for my steering wheel, and then just like trim removal tools. These are my magnetic numbers for autocross. Nothing really special in here. Same thing with here. This is kind of a mess, but that's because there's a lot of tools in here. I have my, this is a stripper wheel for like stickers and adhesive, which works really well. This is just like body stuff. This is like a lot of sandpaper, grinder wheels, another specialty tool that doesn't fit in there. Oh, that reminds me. I also have an impact driver. These are kind of cool. And then we got a master set for like AC and fuel line disconnects, and then just other body stuff, JB Weld. I got a timing light in there, just stuff like that. I'm not going to go through every single little thing I have because a lot of it is just like menial stuff that you guys don't care about, but I'm just giving you guys a general layout of my toolbox. And then I got like a kit of, this is my electrical drawer. Got heat shrink, I got electrical tape. You guys saw this in the video of my Mustang putting the alternator on. It's like wire loom. And then that multimeter I was just telling you guys about, that's it right there. Real cheap. You can tell how cheap it is just by looking at it, but it works fine. And then just like other random tools in here, like a set of crimpers and a set of wire strippers. But I'm not really going to tell you guys what you guys should have in your whole toolbox, but this is just what I have. And then I got my Milwaukee angle grinder, which is corded. It's the only Milwaukee tool I have that's corded. And then we just got like, the only other tools I have down here is my big 4-pound hammer and my strap wrench. Otherwise, it's just like other spare stuff that I have lying around. That's about it. And then last but not least, I just got to show you guys what I got tool-wise. Not all of this stuff I use in racing, but some of it, a lot of it I do. I have my 5-inch angle grinder corded, and then I just have their battery-powered Sawzall. This thing's really powerful, and I highly recommend it, along with the Sawzall blade case, my charger, and then these are super handy working on cars. Their quarter drive impact, and then their drill obviously will come in handy as well. And then this work light is one of my favorites. It's not cheap. It's about $125 now. It was $115 when I bought it, and it's gone up. but this thing is super nice. I like it. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't do a red LED light, but it will do a center light or the 4 lights, or you can have it like flash. And then just a driver kit and the smaller M12 impact, which is a lot more powerful than you might think. And then this thing comes in handy as well. It's just a right angle for your drill or impact or whatever. I don't know if it's impact rated. I don't think it is. I think it's more for drilling, but it comes in handy in tight spots. And then this is my roto zip, but this don't really apply to car guys. So anyways, that's kind of the rest of my tool collection. That's about it. Alright, and then the last conversation for you guys. If you guys are like veterans and already have a whole toolkit set up, this isn't for you. If you're new to racing or you want to get into racing and you're kind of like don't know where to start in terms of tools, my best advice is start simple with basic hand tools, screwdrivers, ratchets, combination wrenches. Right now, one of the best brands you can go with is Gear Wrench. They're really high quality tools for not that expensive. Husky also makes some very good tools, and you can find both of those brands at Home Depot. If you want some really nice tools that will last you longer, you know, you can go with some more premium brands, but there's a lot I don't recommend because they're not worth the money. Milwaukee also makes some extremely good tools for not that expensive. They also make like mechanics tools and stuff. Like you can buy ratchets and wrenches and everything from them, screwdrivers, you name it. What I did, like when I was working on cars and acquiring tools, I still have a lot of tools to acquire, but the one thing that I would recommend is just do jobs on your car to like teach yourself how to work on cars, and as you do jobs, just pick up the tools necessary to accomplish them. And sometimes you can even rent tools from the auto parts store, but all I would do is buy tools as you need them. Like if you need to do brakes and you need a specialty tool for your brakes, go ahead and get that. And instead of taking it to the mechanics and spending $1,000, go buy a $50 tool. Now you have another tool in your collection, and you save yourself a lot of money. So even if you're not into racing or cars and you just want to save money, it's a good skill to learn. And you can also like turn it into a small business or even a career, and you know, get some extra money from working on your neighbor's cars, whatever. But that's what I would do, is start small, work your way up. And while you don't need power tools to work on your car, you don't need impacts and all that stuff, it makes a world of a difference. You know, power tools, power ratchets, all that stuff, work lights make a huge difference. I would definitely right away invest in a good work light and good lights in your garage. If you plan on keeping your house for a minute, I would recommend getting some good lights.